Good evening, if anyone's there. Look at that. Hey, Royals, how you doing? Wonder if this is working. Yep. Nice. So will that be at the same stadium where Wichita minor league team plays? Cool. Do you, as a season ticket holder, do you get priority for tickets? Nice. That's outstanding. You've seen bananas before though, haven't you already? Nice. When I went to Hickory to watch the crawdads, the season ticket holders, I don't know if they do this for all of them, but the people who sit in the front row along the baselines, they actually have plaques on their seats that say who they are and how long they've been a season ticket holder. I thought that was really cool. I got like 10 minutes before I'm supposed to, before I said I'd start opening. I bought some of these SpongeBob blasters. Figured I'd open one to see if there's anything good in it. Yeah, they've been close to here a couple times, and it's just always I think about checking too late or it's not a good time because my wife travels a lot for work, so it's hard to get to some places and take care of all the adult stuff you have to do when it's just one of you. So, as I understand it, these SpongeBobs are all the rage. Chum bucket. It's parallel. The freeloader and I opened one of these earlier. The greens, I think it looks like it's a one per blaster, not numbered parallel. I didn't hit any numbered cards in my first blaster, so I'm really sad because I really wanted like a low numbered broccoli or bikini bottom, jellyfish fields, Texas, and moth. Yeah, they're neat. My oldest used to watch SpongeBob, except he couldn't say SpongeBob, so he called it Sunbodge. We'd watch Sunbodge. Bubbletown, Smitty Warbin. I can't say that. Pico's Patrick. Yeah, they're neat cards. I'm a sucker for anything chrome, and I know a little bit about Sunbodge. Now, if it was Ren and Stimpy, I'm all in. Triton, Stanley SquarePants, Rock Bottom, and Patrick. Harold. Is that Frad? Fishhead and Barnacle Boy. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what. It had been out for a while when the oldest was watching it. Sea Needle, Grandma SquarePants, New Kelp City, and Bunny Star. Oh, there's another refractor in there. Who you calling a pinhead? That's a refractor. Cool. Yeah, they're neat cards. Although that one's dinged. All the breaks I saw online were way better than mine. I think I got the only ones that didn't have numbered parallels in them. Hey, Jim. Hey, Tom. How you doing? I'm not getting started for a couple minutes, so I decided to open a box or two for my best customer, myself. Yeah, I don't know if you caught that. I'd gotten a couple SpongeBob blasters, so I was opening one just to see if I got anything good in this one. No numbered cards. So I figure this Bowman Chrome might take me to 8:30, and then I can start wrestling the Mega Box. Wow, where'd that all come from? I need to get Kobe to send me one of his lint rollers. Well, yeah, you got to watch what Big Sister wants to watch. Christian Campbell, Red Rookie. Nikki Nukes, Meteoric Rise. Chase Meadroth, Refractor, $4.99. Tommy White, $2.50. That's like 2 numbered cards in one pack. Hi, Song Kim. Am I too far to the right? Yeah, that's better. Nando, Wyatt. These from back here. Strop, Cedeno, Salas, Cole, Nando, Langford, Acuna, James Wood, adios, and David Sandlin, $1.99, Fuchsia Shimmer. Severino, Taylor, Pena, Condon, Smith, Rushing, Paul Skeens, Shotaro Mori. That's not too shabby. Ethan Salas, $99, and Jesus Mate. I seriously had top loader thought our penny sleeves out here earlier. Most days I don't open anything, Jim, but today I've opened a bunch. When I open stuff, it's kind of like a what is it, Pringle? You can't pop just one. Once I open one, there's a good chance I'm gonna open a lot more. And what's your other question, Jim? Oh, that was your question for all? How much do you open each day? Tui, Tomas, Lopez, Cruz, De La Cruz, Dylan Cruz, different cruises. Veen, Haisong. Oh, that could have been a Nick Kurtz. That would have been great. Christian Campbell, Max Volume, and Samuel Basayo. Pro debut's fun until I try and sort it by team, and then I get really frustrated because I don't know who the West Topeka Armor Poodles are in relation to a major league team. That tricked me. I thought it was something special. It was just upside down. Leon, Solano, and Mookie. Davidson, Anthony, George, Salas, Wilson, DeGrom, Nathaniel U10, Bobby Witt Jr., and all right. Are we at 8:30? We are at 8:30. Alrighty. Start working on this. This is our case. I think it's interesting. Does anyone know? I don't know this. Kobe probably knows. Is the Topps printing stuff in Texas, because all of their shipments to me, like when I order stuff now, seem to come out of Texas. All right, if this knocks the camera over, I apologize. It didn't. Yeah, I don't know the old Pokemon really, Royals. I mean, everyone knows Pikachu, but aside from that, not too much. But I always laugh when I see that video. It's the guy joking about, oh, everyone knows that's Punchy Rock. Or that's Punchy Rock. I pick up Pokemon whenever I see them for the freeloader. I just got some in. I don't know what I did with them. I just got some in. They're somewhere. That's the trick when it's time to give them to her. Not always able to find them. If you were me, where would you put 2 new boxes of Pokemon cards? They're like the black and white or something like that. All right. I can't look for that. Yeah, that Mori was a... I am not sad about Mori. So I'm going to go through first, try and separate all the packs and just get a stack of Mojo packs to open. I have to be careful. When I was doing... I opened a couple personals earlier, and I was getting... The base packs were getting stuck. One of the base packs would get stuck in like every 3rd box. So when I was going to count, I'm like, I should have 15. And I had 14. All right, well, better go find the 15th. But what is the 151 set, Royals? I don't... Nothing. 5, 10, 20, 15, 20, 25. So did everyone have a good day? One more day till the weekend. $20. That was my homage to Houdini. We need to get Keith Morrison on it. Houdini said he retired, but did he? We took a trip down to Tampa, Florida. I thought Leisha was going to run the socials. Summer intern quit because he got a girlfriend. And then Leisha couldn't make the break, so Nisha stepped in. And Kobe's got, see, look, I was stuck in there. Kobe's got a social agenda at Waffle House. Idea. Kobe mentioned at one point he wants to open a store. I think he would kill with a store. Everyone loves Kobe. Like he wants to open a store and do comics, cards, and games. I told him if he does, let me know. I'll come down for the grand opening. Then we can all go to Waffle House. I hear you get to sit at the VIP table if you go to Waffle House with Kobe. Yeah, there's a direct flight from Charlotte to Tampa, St. Pete that takes about 4.5 minutes. If I was really bored, I could drive down. It would take 10 hours. I don't know, like if any of the breakers like David Adams or BBCE that are on Fanatics Live have ever done like live breaks in the store, or like Friday night, when you're doing Pack Wars or whatever it is, like sell live breaks to the people in the store. I think if you had the right crowd, it would be awesome. I guess it'd be tough getting the right crowd. All right. So as I mentioned in the listings, if you bought a player spot for every player spot you bought, you get one of the base packs. Last year, year before, the base packs were just all chrome. This year, if you haven't seen it, they've introduced this parallel that's available only in the base packs. And had I known this, I just would have broke everything as opposed to handing out base packs. But I didn't, and it was too late to change. But if you have a player spot, the cool thing is you now have a shot at $100 Nick Kurtz or Cade Horton or maybe Drake Baldwin, depends who wins in the NL. Red rookie. All three of them are available as red rookies. So you could get a crazy bonus in your bonus pack. And if, Francisco Lindor doesn't hit, you don't get completely shut out. You still get the bonus pack. And last year, the base packs were selling for, early on, they were selling for $4 or $5. But because you had Skeens and Ellie and Churio and Merrill, there were a bunch of rookies in there. I think these base packs are going to do, they might do better than last year's base packs, just because you can get Cam Schlittler, velocity insert. The first couple that hit eBay sold for like $60-$70. When I listed the one I got for $40, it sat there. So it didn't list fast enough. And I bought a personal case for myself. I'm considering just selling the packs outright on eBay because, I could hit a Kurtz, but if I could get someone to give me $300 for a case full of packs, I might just do it. Alrighty. We don't really have an LCS here. That's not true. My closest LCS is 6 miles away. And it's a nice little store, but their prices are kind of on the high side. I went there one day to look through their value boxes, and I thought the prices were high for value boxes. But what we do have around here, we have a lot of GameStops, and GameStops have a lot of product these days. Not our GameStops, because there's a ton of collectors in my area. But because there's a ton of collectors, we have a show probably 2 to 3 times a month, which is within 30 miles, not even 30 miles, 20 miles. And if I'm willing to go like 60, if I'm willing to go 2 hours, I can go to a show every weekend. I'm not willing to go 2 hours, but I could if I wanted to. All right, first pack. Make sure I'm in the right place. Acuna. If you guys see an image variation, call it out. I haven't been able to find any. I have the names for the image variations, but I don't know what they look like. And I haven't seen anything that jumps out as an image variation. Acuna, Wilfrey De La Cruz. He's like number 13 on the international prospect. Luis Angel Acuna, Alorki Rodriguez, and George Lombard Jr. And if you have one of the big base spots like Chris Rodriguez, Rainiel, Josuar, I'm gonna sleeve and top load their firsts. Any big firsts, big rookies, I'm gonna sleeve and top load them before I send them, just so they don't get crushed in the mail. Pack number 2, Paul Skeens. Is that blurry for you guys, or is it just my eyes? Julio, Juan Tomas, Ellie De La Cruz, and Jack Caglione. Meteoric Rise. I think the Topps has done an awesome job on inserts this year. Bowman Chrome and Topps Chrome. And the meteoric rise with the mojo looks really cool in my mind. Shohei Tornes, one of Cam's guys, Cam Smith, Steven Martinez, and Yorger Batista. I was telling Tom yesterday, I watched a bunch of these breaks yesterday because I got burned pretty hard on Bowman Chrome to see how they were doing. The worst, every break I watched, and I'm going to jinx this case now, had at least 5 autos, and Bowman, we were getting 3. I think maybe one had 4. One case I opened had 4 autos, so 4 autos, more color, and a better checklist. Jackson Merrill, Mookie Betts, Johnny Severino, Corbin Carroll, and Christopher Polanco for the Blue Jays, $2.99. Brian Cortesia, Juan Tomas again, Ellie De La Cruz, Eduardo Quintero for the Dodgers. I have my cheat sheet on here. That's an all other, I think. NL West, Eduardo Quintero, Henry D. Congrats, Henry. Got the first auto. Yeah, those other spots, a couple of the breaks that Houdini did last year, I killed when you do the randoms, you get those other spots. Those were great. Jordan, Bubba Chandler, Bobby Witt, Bryce Eldridge, Roki Sasaki. So is Roki going to come back next year and actually be an effective pitcher? I know he had spent a lot of time on rehab before he came back up at the end of the year. Rainiel Rodriguez, Bubba Chandler, Bobby Witt Jr., Bryce Eldridge, and Roki Sasaki. That was almost the same pack. Hey, Henry D. Congrats. You got the first auto. Kobe Mayo, Davalio, Kyle Tucker. The Charlie Condon is numbered to 250. Is that another?